If you're watching this video, there's a very good chance that you're angry. You're angry because someone has posted negative online information about your business. And that information is no doubt causing people to question your integrity, your competency, question your reputation, question whether they want to even do business with you in the first place. And you're probably angry at the individual that posted the information, but thousands and tens of thousands of businesses are also angry at this individual. They're angry because of reasons I'm going to explain in a minute. But first, I want to tell you about JCS Construction Group. They're a company I found online, and I don't really know anything about them other than what I do find when I search up on them in Google. Now, I see a decent picture here and some nice entries and some decent reviews, but it doesn't take long before I find a ripoff report. The ripoff report says that they are a non-ethical general contractor, and if I click on that, I see that they are indeed being alleged as a non-ethical general contractor. Now, you're probably finding negative information that is similar about you when you go to this website. But what can you do? What can JCS Construction Group do to deal with this information, especially if the information is false and defamatory? Well, one thing that won't work is suing a ripoff report. The reason it won't work is because they hide behind an act called the Communication Decency Act, and that is designed to protect free speech online. That's a great goal. The problem is that we have never in this country allowed people to cry fire in a crowded movie theater, and we've never allowed people to make defamatory statements and get away with it. Yet that's exactly what happens when someone posts negative defamatory information about you on the ripoff report. Now, of course, the ripoff report could have a policy to remove defamatory information, but no, they don't. In fact, they say they never remove reports. They will not remove reports even when they are claimed to be defamatory, and they will not remove reports even if the original author asks them to do so. So, to be absolutely clear, they will not remove negative information if it is defamatory and the original author asks them to. Now, why on earth would they not remove this information? They would know that this information is harming a business, but why? Why leave it on there? Well, let me suggest that they have another motivation, and that motivation harms businesses like yours and like JCS Construction Group. You see, when you file a ripoff report, when someone files a complaint on that website, according to them, it's like creating your own website. Well, what they mean is that the ripoff report will be discovered by millions of consumers. Search engines will automatically discover most reports, meaning that within a few days or weeks, your report will be found on search engines when consumers search. So the ripoff report understands that every time somebody files a complaint, it shows up in Google or other search engines. So this is an advertisement for the ripoff report, bringing traffic back to their website where these ads show. Of course, the ripoff report makes money every time an ad shows on their website. So they encourage entries and posts, whether they're true or not, is not a concern of the ripoff reports. Oh, well, actually, they say they care, but that they won't remove them. So let's understand what that's about. My company has been reported. How do I respond? Well, you can file a rebuttal, but the original report stays. So then you're getting into an argument with a client, with a customer, a previous customer. That's just as likely to make them more angry than it is to solve any problems. But even if it solves a problem, it still remains in Google that there is this ripoff report entry. So how do you respond according to the ripoff report? Well, they suggest the VIP arbitration program. Well, okay, what does that mean? That means that the individual I showed you earlier is going to line his pockets with your money. Which brings us back to one Ed Magnuson, the owner and founder of the Ripoff Report. Now he knows exactly what he's doing. Here's a picture of him in his basement office on the computer, hoping that millions of consumers will file these so-called ripoff reports, knowing that he will never take them down, and that many of those businesses will feel that they have no way out other than to pay him thousands of dollars to take down the information? No, he won't. Now, if you go through arbitration with them, you may win the arbitration, but the report won't come down. In fact, he acknowledges that a business's reputation is important. So he also offers something called the corporate advocacy program. Now, it's very difficult to really explain the full hubris of this individual, because he not only offers a VIP so-called arbitration program where they collect thousands of dollars to have some neutral, supposedly arbitrator, decide whether or not the complaint is valid, but they don't even take down the entry even if it's found to be invalid. So then they have this thing called a corporate advocacy program where they actually presume to help you run your business better. Okay, it's just another way for you to pay money to benefit this gentleman in his basement. Now, there's another program that they have, which is called the Verified Ripoff Report Business. Now, why someone would want to be called a Verified Ripoff Report Business, I don't really know, but it's another way for Ed to collect money from businesses. Now, he has three opportunities, actually 4 opportunities besides the ads. So ads, a VIP arbitration program, a corporate advocacy program, and a rip-off verified business program, all of which send money to this individual. So why would he remove anything when the longer things stay on his website, the more traffic comes to his website? Here's an example of what it looks like if somebody wins one of those arbitration cases. This is a non-verified business, and this is a verified business. The entry stays. No matter what you do, the entry stays. It's so unbelievably frustrating and amazing that they're allowed to get away with this. But they are. There is no other place where someone can trash and defame and destroy your business and get away with it like they can on a site like the Ripoff Report. But as Ed profits at the expense of your business, you are left twisting in the wind. Now, I wish I had better news for you, and I don't have better news for you. But there is a way to deal with this. And that is simply burying the information. It is statistically the case that people do not search beyond page 1 and certainly not beyond page 2 in Google. So by putting additional information that ranks higher than the ripoff report, likely searchers will not find that information. That is really all that you can do. Now you might think, well, perhaps I can sue the individual that filed the report. And yes, you can do that. Unfortunately, the best that you're going to come up with is a legal notice, and I'll show you what that looks like here. In response to a legal request submitted to Google, we have removed one result from this page. If you wish, you may read more about the request at chillingeffects.org. This is a situation where somebody has had a ripoff report filed against them. They've gone ahead and sued the individual that submitted the report. A court order was sent to Google for them to take the listing out of their search results. Google complies. However, this shows up when someone searches on the name of the business. And if you click on that, it shows the court order. All you have to do, though, is click there and you can read all about it. So it's a solution, but not perfect. I've heard of situations where people have spent $100,000 and this is the end result. So the thing to do is to bury the information. And they're working on it here with JCS Construction Group apparently, but they haven't been too successful because it's still up here. What they need to do is they need to get enough information posted and promoted online to bury that negative report. And that's why you need a specialist. Now, unfortunately, it does cost money. We've learned to do this. We learned to do this for clients that were unfairly accused. And in the process, we developed techniques that work over time, and we do guarantee our results. But fundamentally, they're just we're relying on burying the information. We're pushing it down to page 3 and then to page 4 and then past page 5, so no one will ever find it. And in the end, this gentleman, Ed, doesn't like us very much because we stop his gravy train. I am truly sorry what happened to you in your business. I hope that we have an opportunity to work together to try to solve the problem in the best possible way. Thank you.